On a moonlit night in Washington, D.C., a man monitors a GPS tracking alert on his computer while holding a guinea pig. Elsewhere, a woman, Claire, reads scripture about kindness to a man in an apartment, signaling her need to have a serious conversation with him. Simultaneously, a hooded man assembles a bomb. The woman's husband, Frank, expresses his annoyance with Claire's extended stay, wanting her gone soon. He is urgently summoned to the White House by President Underwood due to a crisis with China. The Japanese Prime Minister requests U.S. intervention, specifically sending the 7th Fleet to address Chinese ships violating Japanese waters near islands close to Taiwan. Underwood flashes back to the image of a man constructing a bomb. News arrives of a former Marine apprehended with a bomb near the capital, raising Underwood's concern for Claire's safety. He learns the bomber had connections to Claire's former staff and informs her that she was the target. Later, after the woman in the apartment assures an acquaintance that Claire can stay as long as necessary, Claire is seen in bed with a bare-chested man, deflecting his questions about her tattoo. Claire pressures Congresswoman Jackie Sharp to support her sexual assault bill, but Sharp refuses due to concerns about Command's role and hints at opposing it. China is offended, possibly believing President Walker is taking bribes, while Japan plans to move ships, prompting Sharp to urge Walker to intervene. Walker, aware of the negative public perception of Claire due to recent events, seeks reassurance from Doug. Walker questions Claire's motivations regarding the bill and assures her he will handle Sharp. Remy Danton questions Kate Baldwin about Doug's discussions with a Chinese man, and Kate informs Raymond Tusk of a connection between Xander Feng, Tusk's casino, and Underwood, prompting Tusk to threaten legal action. Underwood pressures Tusk to stop Kate, and later secretly watches porn on his laptop. He then confronts Mitchum about Claire, and returns to Claire, who is watching a film of their first race for Senate. Nancy arrives in the White House to discuss Claire's bill and questions Walker's loyalty, leading to an angry confrontation. Underwood pressures Nancy, dangling her old position as leverage. Doug manages the fallout from rising tensions with China and scrutiny of the vice president. Underwood watches President Walker address the press regarding Raymond Tusk and Chinese money, sensing he's becoming a target amidst the scandal. News reports fuel speculation about dirty money, potentially linking back to Underwood. Walker's lawyer advises him against speaking to the press. A meeting Underwood interrupts. Underwood suggests appointing a special prosecutor, claiming it's necessary. Claire is confronted about her knowledge of Tusk's financial dealings and whether she slept with someone because of Underwood. New security measures are implemented at the Underwood home, including a detail for Claire. Underwood expresses doubts about calling Trish, fearing it will look like he's working behind Walker's back. Meanwhile, Remy informs Walker of Underwood's weakness, public opinion, and sets a plan in motion to target his company leadership. Back in the White House, Underwood pressures officials to support a plan he knows will be betrayed at all costs. The episode concludes with Doug informing Underwood that the plan is in motion. Following Underwood's confrontation, where his loyalty was questioned, Stamper is visibly shaken and his judgment appears clouded. He fixates on Lisa, observing her enter an apartment building. Rachel, who is with him, expresses concern for Lisa's well-being, believing Lisa wants her to move out. Despite this, Stamper unexpectedly tells Rachel that Lisa can stay, attempting to reassure her that everything is safe. To calm himself, Stamper asks Rachel to read aloud, and she begins reciting the opening lines of A Tale of Two Cities. Later, Rachel makes a phone call and uses it to set up a GPS alert to track Stamper's movements, indicating a growing distrust and fear. The monitoring system shows Stamper's location moving north outside of Washington, D.C., before a new, unknown location begins to be tracked.